persons in the world, LeBron's Glenn Beck. Let's count how many different groups he's offended with his Valentine's Day message. Quoting, I was talking about ugly people. Ugly people, if you're a guy, you can get past it. I don't think you can as an ugly woman. I don't. If you're an ugly woman, I apologize. Oh, you've got a double cross because if you're an ugly woman, you're probably a progressive as well. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Today's just not your day. But you know what? If you believed in God, you'd know that there's going to be another chance for you. You don't have to be ugly in heaven. You're going to be your perfect self, and there will be another perfect somebody waiting for you on the other side. Everybody can see that you've bet the ranch on that, Glenny, because you sure are ugly to people down here or up here. Our runners-up, the lunatic right-wing Heritage Foundation, running on its website a FISA overtime clock listing the days, hours, minutes, and seconds since, quote, extension expired. It's just to the right of the ad for the Sean Hannity personal appearance. Also, the time is off. So why do you guys want to make it look like you're happily counting down the hours until the next terrorist attack? Especially since it was President Bush who caused that extension to expire? Our winner, speaking of whom, the President of the United States. Just how much Mr. Bush has been lying about the expiration of the so-called Protect America Act was not really clear until a newspaper article was printed on Saturday morning. It began with this from the writer. Today's expiration of certain temporary domestic wiretapping laws will have little effect on national security, despite warnings to the contrary by the White House and Capitol Hill Republican leaders. Then there was this quote from a think tank. There's no reason to think our nation will be in any more danger in 2008 than it was in 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, or 2006. And then another quote from another think tankster who, quote, also said he was somewhat bewildered by the apocalyptic rhetoric of the White House. The last quote was from Ben Wittes of the Brookings Institution. The previous think tanker was Timothy Lee at the conservative Cato Institute, and the article itself barely restraining the mystification at the president's calumny, cynicism about his fear tactics, even its anger at the naked manipulation of the public. The article was entitled, Analysts Say FISA Will Suffice. It was not printed in the Washington Post. It was not printed in The Nation. It was printed in as conservative a newspaper as exists in this country, the Washington Times, where even they understand what we mean when we say George W. Bush, today's worst person in the world.